Good morning, traders. Welcome back to Billions Club. Sorry for the delay, but welcome again on live trading session. We are heading into a London trading session, so I will walk you through gold chart, BTC chart, Euro USD chart. I'll show you what is my current position because I'm currently sitting in a short. That is approximately $3,500 in profit. So far so good. I will show you what is my plan. What I'm looking for overall, some key levels, and we will also focus on BTC chart because yesterday slash today, it really depends from where you are, what time zone you are located in. But we got a pretty nice move to the upside. Unfortunately, I lost around $1,400 yesterday on Bitcoin. I will show you why. And what was the key confirmation to go long, because this was such an easy long today during Asia session. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take it because obviously I was asleep. It was happening around 2-3 a.m. So yeah, that's it for the intro. Let's jump right into it. I will just quickly check if everything is running well. I think it should be. You guys should be able to see me. We got 27 people on stream. Last time we got 80, so let's hype it a bit and let's get another 80, or should we target for 100? What you guys think? I'm just gonna open the stream here so I'll be able to see the comments. Drinking this matcha tea kind of thing. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty good. Anyway, hey bro, hey guys, hello, ahoy, ciao ciao. Did anybody trade the dump on Nasdaq through the night and BTC pump in the morning? Ahoy. Well, we will go through it. We will go through the BTC chart. I can also quickly check Nasdaq. No problem with that. But without any further ado, let's jump right into the charts. So, gold plan, what I did here, what is my trade? So I'm currently short from approximately around here. I almost got stopped out. Literally, my stop loss was around here, above this 5-minute order block. Basically, I was actually refining the level because I remember it wasn't exactly at the top of this. I was looking for this level to hold it, and my stop loss was above this candle right here. So this was my stop loss. My overall target, it's kind of brave, but for me this is a swing trade and I'm targeting all the way down to 1904. So this gives me approximately 10 R on the position. But this is what I'm looking for. If we hit the TP, then I'll be up around $9,700. So this is my current plan. This is what I'm looking for. Stop loss and break even. There is no reason to basically hold the trade without stop loss and break even. And that's it for the gold chart. Why not 100? I don't think that we will hit 100 during the London session, but obviously we can target 100. Give some entry. This is not how trading works. Nasdaq pumped because of Meta. That was a good opportunity. All right. So this is my current position. This is my current plan. Few levels you need to be aware of. So basically level number 1 is this 4-hour demand right here. This is the current level that is holding the chart. And this is the level that we are bouncing from. If you want to refine this level on a 15-minute time frame, it's kind of hard to do. Why? Few reasons. Well, number 1, you got this 15-minute demand that is right here. One could say you have even this one, but this one is mitigated already. So simply it means this level was tested already. I know we are getting a nice bounce out of this level, but it's not really the strongest demand, to be honest. So this is the reason why the chart is pumping. This is the reason why we are getting moved to the upside as we are speaking. Currently, I'm up around $1,200. Sorry, 100,000. No, let me check my account. Yeah, $1,327. That's the realized profit that I got on this account. Obviously, with the unrealized profit that we have on gold, we are up around $5,000, which is okay, but I'm targeting for a bit more. So we're just gonna let it run all the way down to 1904. Hopefully, we will tap the level this week. And if you're asking me why I'm targeting so low, then simply we were hitting a really nice resistance, this 4-hour order block right here. We swept the liquidity from the levels here, which is amazing, and it's one of my major confirmations to go either long or short. Obviously, it depends if you're looking for long or short, but obviously for short you want to see liquidity sweep above the highs. If you are going long, you want to see liquidity sweep below the lows. But current plan, I don't think this level is really like a strong for our demand. We can hedge, but this is not really my plan that I got right now. So if you are thinking about hedging, then this should have been your trade, your position. But I'm not hedging today, and I'm not looking to hedge here. What is a hedge? You are basically taking a position against your trade. So if you are short, then you can go long lower. Basically, you are covered for like missing on your short, because then if price goes up, you are making money on long. It's a very advanced approach, and there is like much more to it, obviously, but it's one way how this can be done. So 42 people on the stream. I'm short from 1920. 1920. That is kind of shorting into support, to be honest. I wouldn't do that. Because like, yeah, it's a high probability trade, but on the other hand, it can still retrace to the upside, you know. And this is kind of my break-even stop loss, break-even point. We'll see how it goes, but I wouldn't be shorting here. This is like too low, you know. I know it can definitely blast through it, and we can get a move down. But one thing you gotta keep in mind: tomorrow we have a CPI news, and that's just gonna have a huge impact on the chart. So CPI, we either gonna get to the break-even point and we will hit the stop loss, or we will hit the take profit tomorrow. I don't think that we will hit the TP today. That's my honest opinion about the chart that we currently got. Guys, by the way, let me know if you want to see a live trading tomorrow. It would be interesting since we are positioned already in a short. We can check the news that we will be or that will come out, and we can do the TA together. So let me know if you want to see a live trading session tomorrow during the CPI news. It's around 14:30, so it will be interesting to see. All right, so that's it for gold chart. Let's go to the BTC chart. So Bitcoin, as I said, we got this crazy move to the upside overnight. Unfortunately, I got stopped out. That was around here on this candle right there. I got stopped out on this candle, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So let me tell you why this trade was so easy to take, this LQ grab down there, and why I wasn't able to take it. So this one 10 p.m., to be honest, I wasn't checking the chart in the evening. So I simply missed the trade, unfortunately. And then overnight around 5 a.m. we got to move to the upside that I was talking about. So let's break it down. What happened here? You need to start on the exo charts. For this, you really need to have the access to the order flow. If you don't have the access to the order flow, then it's pretty hard to do so or to analyze the chart. But basically, what I was paying attention to, we got plenty of new shorts on this move to the downside, but I mean plenty of new shorts. if you open the NS, we can hide the open interest. Look at this. On these candles to the downside, here, 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 you got plenty of negative delta. We are talking about 84 million volume with 13 million negative delta on this candle, 5 million here, another 5 million here. So plenty of new shorts being opened. What this means is most likely you will kick them out eventually. The important thing here is that if you open a net longs, we started to get kind of NL increasing during this local range here. And we are talking especially about this price action right there. It was very, very likely that we will go and kick them out eventually, which happened exactly. We basically got a swing failure pattern. I know it's not forming the trade value area that I want to see all the time on a 15-minute time frame, but sometimes it's good to go to a lower time frame, which is a 5-minute one. And in this case, it's a pretty well visible. So you get a point of control at the bottom of the candle. So you basically kicked out some of the longs that were too early in. You kick them out. You create imbalances. So one here, second here. Plenty of volume, negative delta. This was the easiest potential trade on a BTC chart. This would be the entry right here. Stop loss, first TP would be probably around here, 2.7R, and then second TP would be above this high here, which gives you 5R trade. Very, very simple position, and that's it, you are sorted. Any questions about this? I can really break it down to you. These streams should be educational, so I'm here for you. I can break them down to the exact detail if you want to, so let me know. Okay, so someone is asking about the EU, Euro USD. Let's check it. As I said on Sunday Focus, I'm kind of staying sidelines on EU. I don't like EU, how it's moving in the last few days, last 2 weeks, something like this. But overall, we are hitting this huge daily demand. In my opinion, it's more likely that EU will be moving to the upside tomorrow during the CPI. That is my plan. We'll see how it goes, but I would expect that this is overall the bottom on EU chart, and we will see something like this. From the TA perspective, it really depends on what fundamental TA we will get tomorrow. Or not, sorry, not fundamental TA, but fundamental analysis FA, obviously. If I should break this down to a lower time frame, then we are looking for this 4-hour demand right here. This one looks kind of strong. And if you want to break it even more to the detail, you are looking for this box right here. And that is it. This level, you want to see liquidity sweep below the lows here. Or we can actually class this as LQ here. And this could be your potential scalp trade on EU chart. Simply said. We will see how it goes, but if you are lucky, we can potentially hit this zone during today's live stream. That would be amazing, of course. And I'm thinking about these levels right there. This 107 also looks kind of possible, but we gotta wait for that. Nothing is really formed right now as we are speaking. All right, so how many people we got? 44. I got limit entry at 107.69. The Pico top, it rejected from the 50% of the 4-hour FEG. You said 107.69. 107.69. Oh my goodness. That is a really good damn sniper entry. That is a 50% of the fair value gap. Oh yeah, it is. It depends how you measure it. If you just measure the fair value gap, it should be like this. Nice. That is a really good damn sniper entry. Amazing. Like overall, it's really hard to tell. Like internal structure is currently changing, and I would see this as an IBOS. So basically, what I'm trying to tell you here, I'll be paying attention to these cells here, and I'll be probably taking profit. Because if you are looking for a move down, it really depends what happens tomorrow. But it's very hard to predict right now. We got some news coming out in around 38 minutes. If you look at the calendar here, it's a Tuesday. Yeah, so we got some economic forecasts. But I can't really tell if it's gonna have like a huge impact on the chart or not. I doubt that it will. All right, guys, so be aware of this level. I'm still thinking currently, while I was checking my phone, is I'm looking for the available margin that I got on the account. And I'm thinking about hedging this short position that I got because we can definitely get a move to the upside from this 4-hour demand. You know, and I'm just wondering, like this one is kind of strong, to be honest. It really is. Do we have like a liquidity that needs to be taken in order to go higher? I think that we are currently building the liquidity. So we are in a phase where the price will go sideways for a next, let's say, few hours. And I think that we are talking about 2 to 3 hours to form some sideways range, potentially grab the LQ and then get a move to the upside. If that happens, then I will definitely hedge my position and I will go long on gold. Currently, if you are talking about what is the local resistance on the chart you can potentially trade, it's going to be this 15-minute supply here. So if you are looking for some really aggressive trade, then this is your position. All right, so we are currently hitting the level, going down to the 5-minute, and then going down even to like a 1-minute chart. I'm thinking of taking like a really aggressive scalp short here, but seems like I'm too late to the entry. So I just took a really aggressive entry on a gold. It's a very risky trade. But since I'm up around $8,000 on my second funded account, I can afford to take a bit more aggressive approach. Hi, on what else do you think is most clear market structure? Right now, as we are speaking, probably gold. Gold has the easiest structure right now as we are speaking. Because, you know, we are very close to the strong low. Internal structure also very clear. We are still in downtrend from the internal perspective. That's basically it. Let's monitor this position right here. I'm simply looking for a quick move down to around 19 point, yeah, 19.9, let's say, something like this. It's a very, it's like 1.5 R, but overall, you can't really say like overall what has the easiest structure, to be honest. It's changing where like the market conditions, what's happening overall from like FA perspective also and so on. Yeah, it's just like most of the times they are pretty well readable, but now gold, oh sorry, EU is just, I don't know, I'm rather staying on the sidelines on EU, simply said. As we are speaking, I don't know, seems a bit too risky to trade, in my opinion. Right. So let's wait if we get any reaction. As I said, this is a very risky trade. So far, we are not really getting any reaction. We stopped for a while here. Let me just check how much volume we got on this one. There was a decent volume actually, and it's also close to VWAP. To be fair, I should have waited a little bit longer. If I would waited like, you know, for 2 minutes longer, should have been catching the entry around 1921. But yeah, it is what it is. I will be collapsing the trade if it's gonna be moving above the VWAP. That's the stop loss that I got here. Let me show you the funded account that I'm publicly sharing and basically trading. It's kind of hard on psychology though, because like every time I get into some losing streak, I know that everyone sees it and it's kind of hard to get out of it. But on the other hand, it's a bit of a challenge. So why not to do it? And I think it's very important to be transparent. So this is the account. As I said, the equity right now is around 104, the balance 101. The payouts that I got in August. I got 2.6, 2.5, and 1.7. I got into a really bad losing streak here where I took basically 5 losing trades in a row, but that happens, or it can happen. And as you can see, I'm just like very, very patient with my trades. I'm not taking a lot of them. If we go to the previous weeks, it wasn't the best month of trading, definitely not. But that's because of the summer. As I always say, I don't like trading summer, and I have the worst performance during the July and August. That's about it. So we should be around break even now, or maybe in a small loss. Yeah, I'm down $120. So let's just keep waiting how this goes. The TP is gonna be around here. But the reaction is really, really slow. I think that this is actually gonna be a losing trade. The reaction should be much, much quicker. It's just like why I took the trade. Because let's do a bit of a breakdown here. I think a lot of you wondering why I'm taking a short here. The simple reason is that I think that we will be forming the range here. And I don't think that it can break VWAP now and it can move to the upside. I can be totally wrong, of course, right? But why I'm taking the trade is we are hitting the local resistance that is definitely here, no doubt about it. Even from a volume perspective, now it really just depends if we can lose the level or if we can basically change the local 1 minute structure or we will actually break through it. But the simple plan is I'm looking for range bound movement. That's why I got into a short here. But once again, this is a very aggressive approach. And as you can see from my trading journal, on my main account, where I'm just being very conservative, I wouldn't do that. I just took this on the last week on the account that I just took the trade on. I basically made $7,400 in one trade. So you see that I can afford to be a little bit aggressive here. 8K on 100K. GBP pairs, I don't know what you mean. 8K profit or yeah, I made almost 8,000 in one trade. GBP pairs is gonna be also volatile. UK news coming up. Yeah, are you gonna do a live session before CPI reading? I was talking about it. We could do it. Let me know if you are interested. If so, then yes, we can do a live trading session during the CPI. I think it could push 1924. Of course it can. It's just a game of probabilities. Check CVD. CVD on gold. Don't have a CVD on gold. I think you can add in a CVD indicator here, but I don't know how reliable the CVD on TradingView is actually. What does this tell you? Is intra bars 30 seconds. Like, to be honest, I don't know how to use this CVD indicator. I know how to use CVD histogram, which is basically going to be the delta candles. But this just makes me more confused. I'm just like sticking to my strategy. I don't have to, because like once you start checking all of these tools and indicators and things, you will be only more confused, to be honest. All right, let's see. By the way, who's coming to the Billions Cup meetup that we got this week? Let me know in the chat if you are coming. So we got 58 people on the stream. Okay, CVD is just rising since the daily open on gold. If so, then we are from the daily open, you said. So 15-minute time frame from the daily open. That is around here. Really? If so, then it means that we are getting a plenty of absorption. But once again, it really depends on what data you are getting, if you can rely on them and so on. So I wouldn't really class this as a very, very positive news. So basically break even or the entries around here. Stop loss is going to be above the VWAP. And where are we getting? It's 1 to 1, so I should target a little over, at least 1 to 5. Favorite instruments to trade? Well, definitely Bitcoin. That's my favorite one. Then gold, and then EU. You know anything about pivot points, and does it work on gold? I don't really know. If like majority of these tools works if you know how to use them. They are not useless. Some of them are, but also some of them you're just using them incorrectly, so it seems like they don't work. But I don't know. Like I haven't been using pivot points in, let's say, last 3.5 years. So I know that I used them when I was starting out, but that was just like, coming from a strategy to strategy, testing a lot of things, and that's just the worst thing you can do in trading. So I know a lot of traders that are using pivot points. We can check them. Like personally, how I would use the pivot points, I would be looking for liquidity out of them. That's what I would do. But I know that there's plenty of settings on them and so on. So I buy GU now, looks like a reversal pattern. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't buy GU because it's coming from this 4-hour supply. This is a stronger resistance than your, I don't know what you're looking for, but no, I wouldn't buy GU yet. But let me know your stop loss and we can monitor the trade and we'll see how it goes. Maybe it will play out. I'm not saying it won't, but I just don't think it's not a high probability trade. The high probability one would be from around down here. That could be a high probability. Gold stopped moving. Let's check the plans for the CPI if we have any predictions. Right, so it seems like it's sweeping the liquidity from the VWAP. Guys, do you have any reliable website where you are checking the forecasts? But we see that the trend is kind of clear. The monthly the evolution of the inflation, basically. I just want to see what was the last few results that we got. So if we go for month to month, 0 0.1, 0 0.4, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.2. So I think everything above 0 0.2 is gonna have a big impact to the market. I would actually be looking for 0 0.4 again, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Coming for Billions Cup event. Perfect. Amazing. How to use VWAP? VWAP is a dynamic SR level. So basically it changes through the day, and it's based on volume and average price. So it combines the market structure with the volume. It's a very powerful tool. Basically, in general, we can say that around VWAP there is plenty of liquidity, usually. So if the big players are looking to enter somewhere, it's probably going to be somewhere around the VWAP or below some major high or low where there's plenty of liquidity sitting. Nice, someone passed the first evaluation process here. Nice. Sell on EU, that's very nice. This guy has probably his Discord server. Let's Multimillionaire Trading Club. Seems kind of scammy, but let's take it. Oh, looks decent. Nice. Good. All right, so gold is moving down. Should be in a small profit right now. All right, so gold is finally breaking down. Perfect. See how it goes. We need to close below in order to confirm. How to use VWAP? Okay, got it, thanks. Well done, Jan. I thought I was a good trader, but you use so much more in your trading. Well done. Thanks, appreciate it. But like on the other hand, it doesn't mean you are a better trader if you use more of it, you know? It's really all about just the returns you are getting. So I know plenty of traders that are using one or two tools or just a simple market structure, and they have amazing results. So like I think a lot of people are like, okay, if someone uses like order flow, footprints, TPO, he must be like amazing trader. He must have like so good results. But it's not really the case all the time. I know a lot of traders that are using all these fancy things, but they never made like a penny from trading, and they just like pretend to make some money, you know. So I know it looks fancy, like all of these things, but on the other hand, it doesn't really mean that you are automatically a good trader. But obviously, appreciate it. I'm happy. I'm happy to hear this. I'm just trying to say that it's like more important to show the actual results of your trading than, just showing like fancy tools but no results. Because I know a lot of people like this, or a lot of traders like this. Let's check Bitcoin. I know we all have a different strategy. I use LQ models and PA, and that is it. Supply and demand SMC works magic. Yeah, like supply and demand works very, very well, I gotta admit. What do you think about the 7 forget strategy that made by Alex G? I don't think that he's a real trader, honestly, but I don't even know what's a 7 forget strategy. So I just saw some of his videos where he was flipping like $10 into million, and that is basically fake. No one can do this, and if so, then he's extremely lucky. And basically what he was showing is he was risking like 33% per one position. I can guarantee you that it's absolutely unreal, the results that he's shown or showed in his videos. But yeah, this is just like my honest opinion about it. Simply said, maybe he's real. I don't think so. If you know like these Dubai YouTubers that are pretending to be traders, majority of them, Carol the Moon, Crypto, and these guys, they are making money only from the affiliates. They are not taking any trades. Or maybe they are, but they are definitely not using what they are showing in the videos. The videos are here to wreck majority of people so they can get the affiliates from the commissions that people are paying. Simply said. In BTC, I only trade SR and liquidity grab before our candle closings, and it works great. Yeah, like SR levels, but like the liquidity is the king. Liquidity is really probably the best thing that you can use in trading if you are just a retail trader. So if you are looking for LQ sweeps, you apply into the footprints, you want to be a little bit more advanced, that's the way to go. It's pretty slow on gold. Pretty damn slow. We need to see some impulse. I think that we got like plenty of leverage already. I don't think that we should be increasing the leverage, honestly. Does Axel Armani's EA work? I've never tried it. I don't know who's Axel Armani, so I can tell. Yes, I got a video about the supply and demand. I will send it to you. Wait. Right here. Nice. Gold coming down finally. This is the position that I'm holding from 1928. Can you guys see it? I don't know why it's not focusing on the phone. I won't show you, unfortunately. I'm trying to, but it's up around $3,100. Hey, and what do you think about the Wyckoffs? Is it worth to study? I honestly, yes, Wyckoff's method is great. It's definitely worth giving a try. If you will find like your edge in it, then go for it. It's a great way how to trade, in my opinion. Hey, Anna, I just started watching your streams, and I just want to tell you, you do amazing job, mate. And congrats on being so successful in at such an early age. Any tips on multi-time frame analysis, daily bias? Appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for coming to streams and saying such nice words. Multi-time frame analysis. Basically, my tips. Always start from the 4 hour. Mark out your internal structure, swing structure, then use 15-minute, and then overall you can check bias on a daily time frame. But I would always start on 4 hour. I would do the TA here because if you go immediately to a daily time frame, I bet you will be confused combining all of these three together. So start on a 4 hour, then go to 15-minute, and then potentially look for bias on daily. Or that's how I approach it, and it works well. Guys, you should do some TA to the Discord. By the way, if you are not in the Discord group already, then I will post you a link. But BC Discord right here. That's where I post the morning TA. That's where I do the analysis for the day. That's where you can talk about your funded accounts and so on. CV, that is my own group, Crypto Wizards. Here, this is basically a course about how I trade, my community. We got around 3,500 people. I got my own YouTube videos here, so you can join and you can also check it out. But anyway, let's do some TA. So on a gold chart, we will start with this. Good morning, traders. Current resistance on gold. My plan is to wait for a range to be formed. That's why I'm short from this level. It is a risky. Overall, I'm remaining bearish on gold and looking for 1904, most likely tomorrow or Thursday after the CPI news. Right, so gold is coming to the take profit, but I will probably extend the trade. Currently up around $400. right, so that is about it to gold chart. Let's take more in depth the BTC, because Bitcoin is kinda unclear to me at the moment. I don't know what it's trying to do. Like, it tested a strong low, it started plenty of liquidity below the lows here, but also, do you want to go long here? You know, you probably don't. But do you want to go short from here? Also, you don't, because you don't really know if this is a strong move that will actually move the price all the way up, or if it's just like a low volume move, which is not really, and it's going to retrace down again. So currently, Bitcoin is pretty hard to trade from like a bigger time frame perspective. Overall, here I'll be looking for SFP below the low, but that really depends on what data we are getting from this local range. So let's check it out. I have honestly no clue. So CVD negative 7. Okay, so we are actually getting new shorts coming in. So if I'm looking for a one level to be hit, it's going to be this initial high that is put in here and potentially short out of it. So from the order flow, that is really like the only level that we currently got. So Bitcoin is basically forming a range now with new shorts being opened into this range, meaning we are getting potential LQ sweep above the high, and that is gonna be the entry trigger for me. Perfect, that is about it. So what about the gold? Gold coming down and down. That is perfect. Let's also send it to my own group. Not taking the TP yet, guys. I will just move a stop loss to a break even. All right. So that is it. Nice. $500 in the profit now. If we close clearly below these lows here, then it has to be break-even stop loss. Look at this, we are getting kind of a strong reaction. So guys, now this is the plan, listen to me, if you took the short with me, and let's say you are either in a loss on your account or you haven't made any money in the last few days, take profit now. Secure the money and get out. You just made $500, it's fine, you can leave the chart and you are kind of sorted for the day. If you are like me, where you got plenty of good trades in the last few days, you are up a few percent, and you are willing to be a bit more aggressive, then stick to the trade. I think it can come a little lower. But it's, you you are obviously getting more probabilities that you're going to get stopped out and either break even or eventually end up in a loss if you're not moving to stop loss to break even. So it really depends. You're a champion, dude. I'll try that. I was starting on a daily and working down to the 30 minutes. I'm going to join your Discord. Thanks again, buddy, for your help. No worries, you're welcome. Like the multi-time frame analysis is kind of hard to do, and it needs a lot of practice, to be honest. It's gonna take you a few months, I think, to get a feel for it. But once you have like a mechanical approach, done. You're sorted. But amazing. Thank you again for your words. It's amazing to see such a positive feedback in the chat. Do you think that supply or demand works on 15 minutes, or is it better to try and find out them to try and find them out on 4 hour? I'm sorry, today I feel kind of like weird or pretty tired. I don't know why. But anyway, so how I do it, I look for the 4 hour supply and demand. Basically, my trade needs to be executed inside 4 hour supply and demand, and I'm trying to refine the levels on a 15-minute time frame. So imagine that you get like a 4 hour supply and demand here, and you find like a smaller one inside the bigger one on a 15-minute time frame. So that's how I do it. It needs to go with a local trend, kind of. If I'm looking for a high risk to reward trades, then it needs to go with a local trend. If I'm looking for just a quick move, then it doesn't have to be with a favor or in favor with a trend. And we are talking about 2.5 to 3 hour. If you are looking for longer trades, such as 5 hour, 7 hour, 10 hour, it needs to be in favor with a trend. Very, very simply said. All right, let's see how it goes. Like, if anyone wants to know more about how I trade, then visit my website. I'm offering like pretty cheap membership in terms of the value you are getting, I believe. And we are getting amazing feedback from our members about my trading right here. For a scalper who only trades 150 to 200 points move in Bitcoin, which is easy, 2x leverage is kind of low. Okay, fair enough on Bitcoin, 2x leverage for us. But you gotta keep in mind that basically prop firms are not really here to offer you scalping option on cryptocurrencies most of the time. So I kind of get your point, but just keep that in mind. By the way, guys, when talking about the education, we still got the Pro in 30 offer, the Billions Club. Only 2 days left. All you gotta do is you need to buy 50K or 100K account. You need to use the code Pro in 30, and basically we are playing for free 100K challenge, but 30-day mentorship program with me as a professional trader. I will show you what I use, I will guide you, and I will show you what is the best way how to start your profitable funded trading journey. So you'll find a link in the chat. Yeah, I got you. When was the last time you failed a challenge? It's not that long ago. Like I'm normally like failing the challenges. Let's say out of like 10 challenges, I will fail, let's say 3 or 4. Basically nowadays when they change the rules that you don't have a time limit, it's much easier to pass. But I'm the type of guy, like I made a big amount of money from the pro firms already. So I'm being very aggressive on the challenges. I'm trying to pass them in a week or 2. in a week actually, most of the time. And I'm just fine with losing the challenge. I will just buy another one because I know that overall I'm in a profit, and for me it's more worth it to be very aggressive and to either lose it or win it as soon as possible and then just move on than passing the challenge for 1 or 2 months and then eventually losing it. I very appreciate that you are. I very appreciate that for your free content. Your content is amazing and very valuable for free. Good luck to your future. Amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You are guys so nice today in the chat. It's amazing. I'm very very happy to see this. By the way, we are coming down on gold. And I'm just probably gonna be collapsing the trade around here. So this is quick $700. I'm fine with that. I'm closing the trade now. Boom. So we actually made $777. That's a nice number, isn't it? So I'm just gonna send this to the chat. It's a good number. Yes, I know. Do trade ranges, dude, like deviations of the range and free taps of distributions and accumulations. Basically, how I trade ranges is I'm looking just for LQ sweep, and then I'm confirming the trade on the order flow, and I want to see something like this down there. That is how I trade ranges. This was exactly perfect example of what I traded yesterday. My gold short is also in profits from 1920. Maybe should also close and wait after breakdown. What do you think that about long on gold now? We are hitting on 4 yeah, this is exactly why I closed the trade, because we are hitting that overall 4-hour demand. Locally, it's also going to be 15-minute. Yeah, the 15 minutes demand is also hit. That's why I closed it. I think long on gold does actually make sense here. And I'm planning, like I said, I'm planning to hedge my position on gold, which I will do actually here. I will wait for entry a little lower. But I'm planning to hedge my position. What is a hedge? I'm short and I'm long. So I'm expecting the chart now is going to move up to around here. But I'm short on my main account. So now if price moves up, I'm losing the unrealized profit, but I'm going to cover it from the profit I make on the long here. On the other hand, if price goes down now and it breaks through my important level, I'm going to lose money on this trade, but I'm going to cover it from the short, from the main account, if that makes sense. I know it's a very kind of like advanced approach. And if you're not experienced with this, don't do it. I wouldn't probably take a long just alone here. But since it's risk-free kind of, and I'm just decreasing my risk of losing the unrealized profit here, because now we are in kind of like a no man's zone, it's a smart way how to protect yourself here. Yeah, EXO is amazing, dude. Like EXO is really a game changer for me. It was. I'm not saying you can trade without it, but it's a very well, or it's a very good tool if you know how to use it well. I'm using it on BDC on daily basis, and I base my strategy on EXO. But by the way, I'm luring you so much into my course. But if you buy 6 months membership in Crypto Wizards, you will get a 3 months EXO charts for free. So it's a good value. It's only $350 for 6 months. So basically, you are getting kind of a free EXO charts because in the end, it also costs like 50 bucks per month for EXO. What delta volume did you use for supply and demand? Delta volume. I don't understand your question, honestly. You can hedge with prop firms. Well, you can hedge with prop firms if you have more accounts, you know. If you have just one, I think that you can still open 2 positions actually, long and short. I'm gonna try it now. The smallest position size possible. Yes, you can be in a long and short at once. So that's amazing. That's pretty good. But I'm basically hedging like 2 accounts. Yes, you can. You can. You can be. Let me just check the other pro firm that I'm using. I'm just gonna open the smallest potential size. And yes, even on this pro firm you can. Nice. I'm not sure about the rules, to be honest, if you can be hedging or not. But if you have 2 accounts, then you can be hedging. No one can tell you anything. Basically, that's what I do. I have 2 accounts, but you can be hedging at once on one account. I don't know if it's against the rules. I think it's not against our rules. Anyway, but if so, then how they will prove you that you are hedging? You know? Yeah, delta is on the EXO charts. Delta is right here. This is the delta. If you don't know how to use EXO, once again, I'm explaining it on my website. What do you think about 50% Fibo entry on demand, or what are you looking for to get best positions on demand? So I don't use Fibo at all. And it's kind of depends by how I look for the supply and demand. It definitely can't be explained just on a live stream here, honestly. Hi, Anna, could you please break down the BDC long you entered yesterday around 4:20 p.m.? I personally didn't enter the long because I was asleep, unfortunately. And I was doing it at the start of the stream, this breakdown. So replay the stream because I was talking about it for a few minutes here. So you can check it. But anyway, guys, I will collapse the stream. Thank you so much for joining me today. Absolutely amazing comments. We got like 60 of you at once. I think now we got 46. So thank you so much for participating. Don't forget to visit the link that I sent to the chat because you can participate in Pro in 30, which means you can win a 1 month long mentorship with me. Hopefully you also took the trade today on gold. I know it was an aggressive one, but in the end, $777 made. So that's pretty good. And see ya definitely on Thursday. I will let you know if we will do the stream tomorrow during the CPI. That's it. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.